Hey guys, Webb's Automotive here. Went and picked up this 352 bolt. Got it pretty cheap for like $100. It shows some idiot has painted in here, I guess to try to keep it from rusting. That didn't do too well, as you can see on some of the cylinders. Crank is pretty beat, but for $100, and I mean, I don't like doing this, but it is not stuck, and it doesn't feel loose. Did manage to loosen these guys up. I meant to take them off before I started filming, but you know, what can you do? Yes, as I said in one of my earlier videos, just kind of hang with me on videos. Currently working full time and trying to do this isn't the easiest thing in the world. No, we just had that off earlier today. Let's just lay this thing over. There we go. I seen it come loose then. But yeah, there's some bleh right there. Like this whole thing needs to be cleaned, obviously. But I pulled that one off just to see. As you see, it's not the worst in the world. I don't see any like stuff going on there. I don't know what's up with some of those hardcore scratches, but this thing probably definitely needs to go to a machine shop just to get cleaned. Just because the extent of surface rust on everything, because it's literally everywhere. But yeah, let's see, where's the worst cylinders? I haven't found a crack yet. I'm going to have it sonic checked is the plan. And this is the block that I'm wanting to turn into a 383. Yeah, it's a 2-bolt main, blah, 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 not the best, whatever. But I'm not drag racing, so I don't really give a shit. Probably not supposed to say shit and all that stuff on YouTube, but I don't really care. But it's an old style block from the 80s. So old style right out of the gate was kind of what I was looking for. I'm wanting a period style because I'm wanting to put it in the white one sitting right there. It is currently still got the V6, the automatic's laying on the ground under the tarp. Yeah. But that's been a killer little truck, and when I blow the V6 up, boom. And the V6 will probably blow up soon because it's pretty high up there in miles and everything. But she's a looker though. She don't look good jacked up in there and everything. I get this thing running and trying to get my daily fixed up. It failed me in the salt this year, so yeah. I may do some Ricer Boy stuff and lower this thing on the ground. Put some cool wheels on it. Who knows? Yeah, old ass dime. There's that stupid rare tailgate plaque blazer bumper that I did way before it was popular. Rattle can paint job peeling off. Let's see. Interior actually ain't bad. Like the seat and the door panels is probably the worst thing on the interior. I got a crack in the dash, but I'll probably never sell this truck, to be completely honest with you guys. This thing's kind of like this one and the Chevelle. They're my babies. Like other than my kids. OG street scenes. The Chevelle style cow hood, as I call it, because it's got the split in it. Like the 68 or 69 Chevelles. I wonder why I liked that hood. Who knows? I do have a secret plan, kind of. It's not really secret since I put it on the internet. But I do have a secret hood that I'm thinking about making for that, because I have some spare parts and I'm really wanting to do it. It'll be definitely different, and I've never seen another one on any other vehicle but what they're supposed to be on. But anywho, yeah, I got this for $100. It came with the flywheel, came with the crank, came with bear block. I did not get pistons, I did not get rods, I did not get heads, nothing. But it gives me a blank canvas to do what I want to with it. Because if this is a running full-blown engine, I probably wouldn't want to do much to it. Like I tell everybody on like certain vehicles I have, like the Chevelle, it runs and moves. Whether you ever see it run and move anytime soon, beside the point, because of current situations I have going on with it. It's a bunch of little stuff that's keeping this car sit, is the only reason it's actually sitting. I got to fix the, what are they called? Drag link bushings on the rear of the suspension. All those are out. This thing pretty much crab walks around every corner. The rear end will try to keep going straight while the front end's trying to turn. It does all kinds of weird stuff. Transmission's got a leak. I'm pretty sure it's just the front main seal that's in behind the torque converter. Not that big of a deal, but it's aggravating nonetheless. I've got to make a linkage piece for the carburetor to the actual gas pedal. It's cheaper to actually make one from like Lowe's or Home Depot than it is to actually, order one off of like Speedway Motors to get the cable style. The 350 turbo in it, I've got to set it up and have it set to where it'll shift correctly without the cable being hooked up. That is a thing. You can do it if you know how to do it. It's just not recommended. But this car literally drove for 20-ish years without the cable hooked up. So yeah, and a lot of you will probably go like, well, Dylan, why don't you put 383 in this car? Well, something happened. She's getting her engine that my dad literally raised immortal hell with all through the 90s and 2000s back in her. Because I finally tore it down. I finally checked on it. I wish I would have made a video of that, because that was probably one of the cooler experiences. But we're getting Dad's high RPM 283 back together, is going to be the soon plan. So the 305 is staying for at least another year or two, because I want to build the engine for this first, because this already runs and moves and everything else. This will too, but I want these driving right now, because I'm going to be moving from literally this house just down over the hill here. I have another piece of property, and that's where my other truck is, my Dodge D100. I could probably throw a rock and hit the other property from here. And we're going to be having it nicer. I want to build this into a little machine shop type place, like my little just workshop for my engines and stuff. And just like my small engines and my motorcycles and stuff. Like I got a dirt bike over here I've had since I was 12, 16 that I'm going to be rebuilding for my kids. I got a 7-year-old. I want him to learn. Yeah, well, XL70. And as you see, everything's kind of run down around here. Like this building's literally falling down. Oh, peeky boo. A little sneak peek of the chop hiding in there. Yeah, just thought I'd show y'all the 350 two-bolt I'm planning on building. What do you guys think? Should I do a stroker motor out of this, or should I just build it as a stock 350? I've always wanted to do a stroker, but this is only my second 350. I've never actually built one, and for that little S10, I don't know if I just need to build like a street cruiser engine, or do I need to just go ham and build me a 383 stroker that's putting down a bunch of power. And this thing's been on hold because my current money situation is not great. But it's literally next on the chopping block to get worked on. Because this is a used 700R. No earthly idea if it even works. That's what sucks. But I've got to drain it all out. Figure out how to get it off this jack, slid under the truck, pick it up, put it back on the jack, jack it all up, and bolt it all in. Drain the trans completely. Like, I want to drain it and just let it dry out if possible. Like, not even joking, I would probably be really happy if I could just let it dry out for like 2 or 3 days or something. Then fill it back up with fluid, run it with that fluid in it for like a month or two, and drain the fluid back out and do it again. Because I don't have high hopes for this transmission actually working. The one that came out of it, it's over here. It is going to be getting rebuilt. It's actually a lot more gross than the one going in, so that gives me a little bit of hope. Not much. Like I've told people, Mythbusters proves you can polish a turd. Obviously. Look at this thing. Look at this guy. He looks great on camera until you get up close. Oh yeah. Like I said, it looks great on camera. You get it close to it. She's pretty rough, actually. Yeah, the hood's even bowed. Yeah, look at that. You know why? Rust, 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 rust. Don't worry, I'll be ordering another one of these. I would like to find an original one, but I'm not paying the original money for one of these hoods. Maybe in the future, if I can find a whole nother car or something that has a good hood on it or something, that'd probably happen. Like this fender, I'm not replacing it, but it's pretty beat. This is the fender that was on it when it was in the crash, and the whole frame got pushed back like damn near 12 inches. I'll give that frame guy one thing. He actually did a great job at fixing the front end of this thing for what I told him to do. Like, I didn't expect it. And the front end over here is actually sagging because the core support has rotted out at the bottom, and the whole front end is kind of got the whole lazy face going on. And it really doesn't help on this side because of the crash. It broke all the light mounts and everything like that. Like, I'm gonna have to get new buckets. I gotta get new springs. I gotta get new everything for this side. I'm going to replace that side because they are wore out too. The bumper is not horrible. I will probably run it for now. I'm going to fix the lights temporarily some kind of weird way, and I'm just going to run it as is for that little while. Like, we're going to put hood pins in it, reinforce the hood in places that's sagging. We're going to put I'm going to get a piece of angle iron. There's a support like right here, and I'm just going to drill into it, support it, and I'm going to fill these in with patch panels, and I'm just going to run it. So screw it. Hey buddy. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. Like and subscribe. Hopefully I'll get more videos out soon if y'all just be patient.